Prepare yourself for Earthling Entertainment, the perfect blend of paranormal and pop culture, with your host, Joe Wakefield and Ryan Lang.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Earthling Entertainment with Joe Wakefield and Ryan Lang.
That's right, and I'm your host who knows what you did last summer and really doesn't want to see the slides, Joe Wakefield.
I was there. Hi, I'm Ryan.
That's right, slides. Who has slides anymore? How old do you have to be to have slides?
I don't know, Joe.
I think they peaked in like the 70s or the 80s, right? That wasn't even like our childhood.
Gonna do a slideshow.
Come on, guys, I got the projectors up.
All right, everybody gather around.
Well, hi, guys. If you're returning listeners, thanks for coming back. Please remember to download the episode. It's a great way to help us out, help out the show, and make sure that we keep doing this.
It is our nourishment.
It is.
It's what plants crave.
Downloads. Num, 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 num. And if you're joining us for the first time, you might be wondering, well, what exactly is this show?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What do you do here?
I don't know.
You know what I'm going to tell you?
Oh.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So, guys, what we do here is a little bit of the spooky,
Mhm.
a little bit of the creepy. Sometimes it's cryptozoology, other times it's a haunting, a myth, or a legend, but it's always creepy and spooky and spectacular in that fashion.
Oh, my God.
And that, of course, is followed by the next segment, which we like to call Disclosure Discussion. That one's all about aliens.
I'm just asking questions about aliens and UFOs. Are you interested in that? I know I am, because we talk about anything new that I discover that has been discovered, any new video, footage, like even a story. We would love it from our listeners. That's what we talk about.
That's right, aliens up the wazoo. Then the second half of the show we change things up. We do things a little different. Now, the second half is all dedicated to pop culture and entertainment. Sometimes we have celebrity guest interviews. Other times we have audio dramas, or we do like a fun quiz. We always have some kind of genre news. We even talk about celebrity deaths.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. Those two things together, the first half of the show, which is paranormal, and the second half, which is pop culture, come together to form the delicious moon pie of a podcast known as Earthling Entertainment. But I do want to point out, it's not just a moon pie, people. It's basically any pie that has a crust and a filling, because it's two things that come together that create deliciousness. Today, I'm thinking blueberry, because I have an abundance of blueberries.
Blueberries are good.
Yeah.
Is that like your favorite
pie?
Yeah.
I don't know why I went down this road of pies.
What's your favorite pie?
I don't
Now I want to know.
I'm not really that much of a pie guy. I've never
What,
baked
really?
a pie in my life. I guess lemon pie, like you know,
lemon's good.
like
Lemon
the
meringue.
gelatinous lemon square kind of pie.
So like lemon meringue. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's good
yeah.
shit. That's good shit.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of pumpkin. I like the pumpkin
Pumpkin
pie.
pie. I mean, that makes sense. That's like saying what's your favorite nut butter, and you going like peanut butter. Be like, well, yeah, that
Well,
makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
good
the number
cheese.
one.
You know. Does cheesecake count? No, because it says cake in the name, so that's
Yeah, but
not a pie.
It is a pie.
But it
right,
is a
Joe?
pie, right?
Yeah.
It's soft like what?
It's as much of a pie as spinach pie, which doesn't feel like a pie to me, but yet somehow is.
Right.
Okay, we've talked way too much about pies.
There's no such thing.
There's no such thing. So the first half, as we said, is paranormal, but we're going to do our little bit of our pre-show banter as we do. Ryan, you said you had something you wanted to bring up.
I did. We actually talked. This album actually has a lot to do with you and me. You and I went to see The Cure,
We did.
and it was
It was a good
fantastic.
show,
It was
yeah.
a great show.
Parking was awful.
Yeah, Pine Knob has to get their shit together, evidently. Even the Offspring, the power literally went out and
yeah,
they couldn't
recently.
play.
What was this last show?
I believe that was either I want to say that was yesterday.
It was the last few days. Okay.
Something like that. Last couple days. And
So wait, they just canceled the show? What happened?
yeah, the power went out and they couldn't figure it out. I guess.
That's an amphitheater. That's like how many is 1,000, 2,000? How many people does Pine Knob hold?
Dude, a lot. Like, hey guys, nuclear submarine power's out. Like, what are you gonna do? But no, and then so they were promoting their new album, which came out just last year, 2024, Songs of a Lost World, and a lot of good tracks on this, and they even topped the charts. We talked about that on the podcast once, and then we talked about how they were going to do what was called mixes of a Lost World, and it was going to be where basically they were giving all of the session tracks or whatever to like basically like mellow or like what would you call like chill techno artists.
Just definitely artists of a different genre. Like I like mellow, a new wave.
It was
maybe?
it was like chill techno is what I would call it because I've like looked
It's like
up
Enya.
so it's like got like a like he's got like a almost like a dancing beat to it, but it's
Sure. Yeah,
The
we covered
Cure's
that
music.
we covered that a few episodes ago.
So it finally came out. I don't know when. Right here, June 13th. So I honestly missed out. I've been listening to it all day, and let me tell you, my dudes, it is fire.
Really?
It's so good. I've been listening to it all day. Dude,
Well,
it's so
I mean,
good.
I guess if you want more Cure, but like nothing new, here you go.
Well, honestly, it's just like I said,
Because
it's
they're
just
covers, right? Is it all one song or are they different songs?
but it's not like a cover. It's like they take like the original like sounds and tracks. It might just be the hook, but it's with like a
so it's like a reinventing.
Like it's like a techno beat, like almost something you'd hear at Tech Fest. I know it's not called that anymore, but
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, you know what I
Continue.
mean.
I do, yeah.
And they just basically do a remix. And I remember comparing it to on the podcast to Demanufacture from the band Fear Factory, and then they kind of let fans fuck with it and do just this, like basically make techno songs and using the sounds and the guitars and just everything in it, and they called it Remanufacture, and it was awesome, and it's actually probably one of my favorite albums by them.
Awesome.
Because I don't know, there's something about a really good remix like this. So I suggest everybody check out Mixes of a Lost World from The Cure and various artists.
Ooh, fantastic. Well, that's something to look out for. You know what I mentioned earlier? How many people does Pine Knob hold? 15,000.
15,000.
15,000. So
And this is The Offspring. It had to be sold out.
it probably was. So it was 6,968 in the pavilion, and then about 8,072 can fit on the lawn.
That's a lot of asses. Let me tell you.
That is a lot of asses. No wonder we couldn't find parking.
Bro. And yeah, when the show was over, remember, like you were like, should we start walking? I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Because we were parked like back by a farm. Like we were back by a fucking barn. I didn't even know there was a barn back in their parking lot, but there is.
we live here now in a sea of people and $17 beers.
Yep. So we just stood there until finally security was like, you gotta like go and stuff. And we were just like,
Fine.
and we just like slowly meandered our way out.
We're still waiting for them to come back for their encore that they never did.
Dude, I really thought they would, but at the same time, I can't argue with them.
Well,
I
to be
can't
fair, he
argue with
said
him.
this is our last song, and then he left, and it was. Well, all right, fair enough.
He's not known to mince words, Fucking gotta love the man. Fucking, but yeah, no. Like I said,
He feels that very, the Gothic, but more like the actual, I don't know, like 18th, 17th century, like Victorian Gothic man.
Yeah, he's post-punk. Yeah, he's British post-punk, fucking amazing. Like, I put him right up there with, like, Judas Priest and Iron Maiden.
Oh, fair enough. But you know what this British, like, gothy man reminds me of?
Oh.
Spring-Heeled Jack.
Spring-Heeled Jack.
Spooky stuff.
Spring-Heeled Jack is a cryptid in English folklore. In Ken Gerhard's book, Encounters with Flying Humanoids, and his article on Cryptomundo, he placed, I like that.
Cryptomundo.
Cryptomundo.
Yeah, Bigfoot, man. You're like super Cryptomundo.
Yeah.
It's Pauly Shore all the way.
That's totally Pauly Shore. He places Spring-Heeled Jack as the 5th most significant flying humanoid.
How many are there?
Evidently a few.
Well, more than 5.
More than 5.
You've heard it here. More than 5.
Gerhard described Spring-Heeled Jack as, quote, so named because of his apparent ability to bound effortlessly through the air. Spring-Heeled Jack was greatly feared by residents of suburban London during the 1830s. A diabolical supervillain of sorts, he was usually described as being tall, thin, and cloaked in a tight-fitting oilskin suit, as well as a flowing cape.
saucy.
He's got style.
I know. I'm thinking of like it's like wetsuit style, like really skin tight black things and a cape going jumping around. But in my head, he's go because every time someone does something like that in my head, they just go wee.
Well, that kind of
So-
takes away from the creepiness.
But like, oh, I don't know. It depends on how you're doing it. Because if this thing just jumps away or jumps at me, and either way it was going wee, like Jesus,
Like, good
what
Lord.
the hell?
like Spring Hill Jack.
I am glad you're having fun, but menacing. Like, a little creepy.
A little creepy, just a little. Just a caped man screaming. Surprise!
Oh, why was this not a candidate for Jack the Ripper? That would make a lot of sense, right? He just jumps in, whee, stab, whee, jumps away.
Oh, well, this is what he does. Jack first gained notoriety when he began to accost solitary young women
Oh,
by
fuck.
ripping at their clothing with steely claws while he breathed noxious blue flames into their faces.
Okay, so it is Jack the Ripper, except he has fire breath.
Yeah, he's evidently a dragon.
Fair enough.
To this day, no one is sure of Jack's true identity, nor from where his notorious scoundrel came. Sightings continue, and it is gaining more fame, Joe.
Yeah.
Spring-heeled Jack is a cryptid that was obviously sighted in England. The first accounts of spring-heeled Jack were made in London in 1837, and the last reported sighting is said in the most of the secondary literature to have been made in Liverpool in 1904.
All
The-
right. Sorry.
The first report of Jack was from a businessman returning home late one night from work who told of being suddenly shocked as the mysterious figure jumped with ease over the high railings of a cemetery, landing right in his path. Well,
Whee!
why is he walking through a cemetery, this guy?
I mean, people just walk through cemeteries sometimes. It's
I-
not like you're asking for it.
I
It's not
guess.
like it was what he was wearing that drove this guy. Come on, man.
The chances are if you walk through a cemetery modern day, you're going to run into some weird people.
You can't walk through cemeteries modern day. Cemetery like etiquette is so bullcrap now. There's fences. You're trespassing if you go there at night. You try to have a picnic in a cemetery. People are no longer like, oh, look at those cute little goth kids. They're like, disgrace. You're gonna destroy things. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's really difficult to be like, have a dark soul in these times.
Well, you're talking to a guy who his band did a music video where I literally was just walking through this graveyard where I was like, that graveyard looks cool. And we just filmed it.
Well, you know what? I picked shitty graveyards then, Ryan, and I withdraw everything I've said. Never mind.
Hooray!
Being goth is alive and well in Michigan.
That's
Continue.
right. Yeah. So, as well as with Spring-heeled Jack, no attack was reported, but the submitted description was disturbing. A muscular man with devilish features, including large and pointed ears and nose, and protruding, glowing eyes.
You know what? Not too bad of an ass either. I'm gonna say.
And he was really looking. Perhaps the best known and the alleged incidents involving Spring-heeled Jack were the attacks on two teenage girls, Lucy Scales and Jane Alsop. The Alsop report was widely covered by the newspapers at the time. Jane Alsop reported that on the night of February 19th, 1838, she answered the door of her father's house to a man claiming to be a police officer who told her to bring a light, claiming, "We have caught Spring-heeled Jack here in the lane." She brought the person a candle and noticed that he wore a large cloak.
Okay, why was she was summoned at the door, and the cops like, hey, we caught this criminal. Like, you wanna check it out? Like, why was that? Why did she go out? I'm very confused.
Because we can't see. We need a candle.
Oh, they went in for the candle. Okay.
That's right. We
All
need
right.
a really good look. Get a candle.
I'm sick of these unprepared police officers not having candles. This is ridiculous, Ryan. You know that little utility belt they have, the little Batman belt? They need a candle in that.
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
You're not wrong. They should just have those old school lanterns that would like hang off the belt that had like a
Just in
little door.
case.
Yeah. And just put Tinkerbell in there. That'll work.
Okay, you know what? Go to hell.
The moment she had handed him the candle, however, he threw off the cloak and presented a most hideous and frightful appearance.
Ha! Look at my dick.
Vomiting blue and white flame from his mouth, while his eyes resembling red balls of fire.
Oh, that's way worse.
Miss Alsop reported that he wore a large helmet and that his clothing, which appeared to be very tight-fitting, resembled white oilskin.
I got nothing. You skipped the last joke, and I was really counting on some reaction, so just move on.
Without saying a word, he caught hold of her and began tearing her gown with his claws, which she was certain were of some metallic substance. She screamed for help and managed to get away from him and ran towards the house. He caught her on the steps and tore her neck and arms with his claws. She was rescued by one of her sisters, after which her assailant fled.
Whee!
I just clawed you the fuck up.
Kind of sounds like a Freddy Krueger style Babadook, right?
Mm.
Yeah, a little bit.
I do see a little Babadook going on here.
Yeah. I mean,
But I feel like Babadook also had kind of a Jack the Ripper vibe as well. He had the tall hat and like the big jacket.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh.
I'm just imagining like claw, 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 jump, whee!
Baba.
Skin tight outfit.
Joe's over here imagining.
I'm actually imagining like one of those like improv stage performers where they're like holding up random things like a flower pot, but they're not there. So they're in like that weird full body, like skin tight black suit. They're just holding up random shit. So I'm imagining more of just like a very, a very animated performance from
Yes.
this guy who jumps in. It's hello, I'm gonna show up and be a little asshole. Claw, 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 jump away, whee!
And then he just flies away.
Yeah, like he seems like just a random character that shows up every once in a while that the fans end up liking too much and want to give a whole spin-off show to, but he only works in doses.
Well, I was literally about to say the same thing. Eventually, people would just be like, "Yeah, that's Spring-Heeled Jack."
Oh, that rascal.
They're just like, "Yeah, just let him do his little wee thing and jump around, whatever."
Yeah.
He might claw at you a little.
And just like Quagmire, we could slowly over time phase out the rapey connotations.
Giggity. So
Now he's just a rascal.
Now he's just a rascal. So back to Spring-Heeled Jack. This old rascal, in October of 1837, Mary Stevens, while on her way to Lavender Hill through Clapham Common, was attacked by a cloaked figure who first leapt at her.
Ha! Wee!
Then, while gripping her firmly to bar movement, sexually assaulted her and tore off her clothes.
Okay, so clearly season 1.
Okay. As the girl screamed in horror, and the assailant fled from the scene, and despite a thorough search, no trace of him was ever found.
I can't make a joke about rape. It's not funny.
It's
Continue.
not.
Yeah, move on.
The very next day, Spring-Heeled Jack was seen in Mary's neighborhood, where he jumped before a coach, causing the coachman to lose control and meet with an accident. He then gave out a horrific shriek of laughter and made his getaway by jumping over a 9-foot-high wall.
Fuck you.
Pretty much. Cohen's announcement. As the victims of Jack grew in number, Sir John Cohen, the Lord Mayor of London, made a public announcement in which he read out a lengthy complaint from a concerned citizen, which included various accounts of Jack's assaults. In February of 1838, Jack assaulted 2 more young women who were mentioned earlier. The first was Jane Alsop, who was in her father's house on the night of the 19th of February when there was a knock at the door. And so we already went through that one.
Fair enough.
We literally went through that one. I'll jump.
Apparently, that is a notorious one.
Evidently. So this one's new. Again, on the 28th of February, Lucy Scales, the age of 18, was returning with her sister to their brother's house in Limehouse. As they were passing Green Dragon Alley, Lucy came upon a man in a large cloak
Well, dude, hold on. We all know you don't go down Green Dragon Alley.
It doesn't feel very inviting
Our
of a name.
parents told us growing up, everything's fine, but don't go down Green Dragon Alley.
Don't go down that alley.
Oh, you don't want to go down that road.
You don't want to go down that alley. So this man in a large cloak unexpectedly spurted out some blue flame onto her face, disabling her sight and triggering violent fits, which continued for hours.
That's
Like,
awful. It's like, fire in your face.
There's a
Jesus Christ. Oh,
why the blue flame? Oh, God. I'm going to be in fits for hours.
this is awful.
All the while, the Times.
If I could go my whole life without getting fire in the face, let me tell you, right?
This guy's just a. So all the
I
while.
don't know, it's just funny to me.
Especially because it says he
I'm just
vomits
imagining
it.
this guy jumping out of nowhere, be like, fire in your face!
Ah!
Like, oh shit!
Oh, fuck!
I did not see
Spring
that.
Hill Jack, you son of a bitch!
This is my mom told me not to move to England. I mean,
Oh, God damn it!
one of the things that happened here.
Should have listened to Mom. All the while.
Doesn't it kind of just
Goddamn.
hold on? Doesn't it kind of feel like Batman gone evil? Like it's just this guy who's like, I have a bunch of money and I wear a black suit. I jump on a date and go wee, rape, run away.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying,
And by the way, blue flame.
fire in the face.
Oh, my God.
It feels like an evil Batman, kind of like how Brightburn was an evil Superman. That was a good movie, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, unrelated. Watch Brightburn.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good to know. But no, that's why, dude, when I started reading about this guy, I was just like, oh, my God.
Yeah, this is pretty awful. There was only one other cryptid that we covered that just went around assaulting people. What was
That
it?
was, oh, God. I can't remember what it was.
The Papa Bawa.
Was that the Papa
It was the Papa Bawa, yes. The Papa Bawa that just came in and
just had its way with you and
just grabbed butts and had his way to
And it had stuff
everyone in the house.
and there were like politics involved. Like it was a real in-depth
He breaks
horrid
in.
story.
Ah! Da, 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 da. Vote for Clark right away.
I'll just leave the sign out here for you.
Oh, you're a beep voter? We are now. The sign's up. Anyways, back to this rapist.
Good Lord.
I'm sorry. This whole thing seemed like I'm trying to make it seem like it's other things. But the bottom line, this just seems like a terrible story of like a lot of terrible crimes of a guy who's very nimble.
Indeed.
He's very nimble. He could jump.
His acrobatics are at 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
so
sure.
I would say a C- of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. The acrobatics just got him a little bit.
Just a little bit.
If if it's an RPG, just a balance of never mind.
All right, I'm going to try. This is probably like my 5th time. All the while.
Right.
I knew it. I
Okay,
knew it.
All right, continue. I'm sorry.
The Times, a British daily newspaper, helped spread the legend by reporting the incidents. A new wave of sightings took place about 40 years later in the 1870s. In August 1877, at the Aldershot Barracks in North Camp Central Road, a sentry came across a strange figure who advanced towards him and slapped him several times on the face.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
A guard shot at him, but to no avail.
Ha, dickhead.
The figure then disappeared mysteriously with astounding leaps.
Whee!
Just slap, 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 slap.
Bitch. I'm imagining that South Park character Reality that just showed up and he was like, aha, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Do you remember?
No, I don't know who that is.
Joke over.
Good.
Hey guys, if you get that reference, feel free to hit us up at Earthling Entertainment Podcast at gmail.com
That's right.
or on our Instagram or Facebook.
In 1888, in Everton, North Liverpool, Spring Hill Jack was seen on the rooftop of St. Francis Xavier's Church in Salisbury Street.
Allegedly.
In the 1970s, the inhabitants of Addercliff in Sheffield complained about a red-eyed figure who punched women.
Well, you can't you can't believe anyone from Sheffield, dude.
He was rumored to jump between rooftops and walk down the sides of walls. Just jumping around.
Yeah,
Wee!
He's just smacking people, punching people.
Like, good lord.
Apparently, at one point, had Freddy Krueger claws. I'm glad he didn't stick with that. I'm glad that
Now
was
he's
just
just
kind of
punching
a
you.
one kind assault thing.
Like, just one guy.
Smack, smack, smack.
Let's keep it simple.
I'm a creep.
In South Herefordshire, a salesman named Marshall had encountered in 1986 a man who took gigantic leaps and slapped him on the road. Just
Hello, asshole. Smack.
do you have the time slap?
Well, he's either frisky or just kind of a rascal.
He's getting older, right? He's getting older. The libido's gone down, so now he's just getting it off by slapping people.
He's pissed
I guess.
off. So any like sexually viral people,
He's just like,
smack, smack, smack. I hate
bah!
you. You're virile. That means you suck.
My God, dude, Spring Heel Jack, he's a fucking one hell of a rascal. He is something.
Yeah, he's a Spring Hill jack off, if you ask me, Rob.
Well
was
said,
right. It
Joe.
was right there. It was low hanging fruit.
Yeah. In February 2012, Scott Martin and his family were traveling in a taxi when they saw a dark figure run across the street and climb a roadside bank in seconds near Nescott College on the Ewell Bypass in Surrey, about 12 miles south of London.
Climb. But they don't tell you is he has high-pitched childish sounds when he does any kind of action.
We don't know why, but this is just how it is.
Fire breath.
No, the way that it said he vomited it.
Maybe
It was explained earlier as he vomited fire. So now I just imagine just
I
what
would
the
say
fuck?
it was impossible, but like I mentioned last week, I am playing Dead Island 2, and yeah, you can vomit fire, evidently. I've seen it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Learned something today.
Video games.
Here are some of the reports which indicate that Jack may actually have extended his menace to the American continent. We're not safe.
That bitch can travel.
Just leapt from ship to ship.
Wee-hee, wee-hee, wee-hee.
And they're just like, what the hell is that?
It was a 3-month voyage. It was a lot of slappings.
Dude, yeah, just slapping people as he goes along.
He slapped everyone on that ship at some point.
Not a man was unslapped that day.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Strangest thing.
Not too bad of an ass either.
In 1892, a 7 to 12 foot tall phantom, dressed in all white, with horns on its head, was seen spitting fire in the vicinity of the jail on Raymond Street in Brooklyn, New York.
He's wearing white.
Evidently.
Must have been before Labor Day.
He's fashionable.
Amongst other things.
Like I said,
the dude had like a hat and like this tight, like black skin. I mean, not that many people can get like the latex look working for him. I'd say it wasn't sexual, but he's assaulting people.
Well, he's a terrible, terrible person, but he's got style. You know, like
You got to separate the art from the artist, people.
No. At exactly 11:55 p.m. every night, a specter appears at the churchyard near Wading River, Long Island, jumping here and there, trying to read inscriptions on the tombstones. When the clock strikes 12,
He's just
the
bored.
ghost positions himself atop a stone and spurts out 12 fireballs, after which he disappears into mist.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't support most of what this guy does, but I would like to see his 12 Fireball show. Is
Yeah.
it like Vegas? Like it's on a schedule? We could just go. It's old, fateful.
I
Come
just
on, let's
imagine
say
Monty
what
Python. I am an enchanter. And he just like keeps randomly shooting fireballs at stuff, and everyone's just like,
Oh, yes. I got nothing, man. Continue. Like,
So, I will be full front with our audience. the main reason
Ryan's going full frontal here. Let's do
that's
this.
right is that I picked Spring-Heeled Jack for this week is I don't know if y'all have been listening, but we talk about video games, and I've mentioned I've been stuck in Cyrodiil for months, which is the game Oblivion.
Oblivion. What is it? Elder Scrolls 4 or 3?
Forgive me, I honestly think maybe 4, but I could be wrong.
It is an Elder Scrolls game.
It definitely is. And it's an amazing one, and they did a remaster, and it's fun. And I like to do all the factions. One of them, Thieves Guild. You need the boots of Spring-Heeled Jack.
Really?
They are literally an item in the game that you have to acquire through a quest, which is like one of the last ones you get, because otherwise you can't even get the quest without it, but you have to put them on because you go to escape through a sewer.
Yeah,
and it's a long drop.
Then you get Freddy Krueger hands.
No, but
No,
you
no.
ju- but
you
you
get the
like
power to smack people. You get the bitch slapping power.
no, you get like acrobatics plus like a lot. I forget how
Oh.
much, but
How is your assault ability? Does it go up by 4?
nope, none of that.
They just stuck with the nimble jumping.
They stuck with the
So
nimble
a
jumping.
conservative take is what we'll say.
So yes, I couldn't help but add that to this in case any of our listeners were like, why does that sound familiar? If you played Oblivion, that was the boots that you needed to complete the Thieves Guild quest to become the Gray Fox.
Whoa, man! Oblivion spoilers. That game came out almost 20 years ago. You got to warn people about spoilers.
No,
No,
the Gray Fox is just like, nah.
fair enough.
Adventure, excitement. Gray Fox craves no such things.
Fair enough.
That's right.
So, guys out there, did you like this this random cryptid? I guess we're gonna call it a cryptid because it was never actually other people called it a cryptid, so we're gonna call it a cryptid.
Yeah.
But mystical evil creature. Maybe it was Jack the Ripper. Maybe there was just this weird guild of creepy people who wore spandex and assaulted others. I don't know.
Acrobats that just went off the rails, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. What if it was a whole circus thing that like fell apart? And now they're just like, well, we're gonna go around and smack people.
They just lost their minds. They were sick of the disrespect. They were like, we're going to use our skills and slap the fuck out of people. And obviously, a few of them took it way too far.
I mean, it happens at times. But guys, tell us, does that theory pan out for you? Do you think Ryan and Joe are onto something, or are we fools and you want to go on a big long rant and tell us why? Well, you can do that at Earthling Entertainment Podcast at gmail.com. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
That's right. We on TikTok. Earthling Entman.
Yeah. We're going all over the place, kind of like aliens. Terrible transition.
Perfect.
But that brings us to our next segment.
It does.
Disclosure discussion. Ha 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 ha. It's about aliens and stuff.
Michigan residents have reported over 3 dozen UFO sightings in 2025. This comes to us from Detroit Free Press.
Yep.
UFO sightings are increasing across the U.S. and in Michigan, where 36 sightings have been reported in the Great Lakes state this year. Most recently, on June 29th, a person reported seeing a mass group of reflective objects near Detroit. Quote, mass grouping of high-altitude, random pattern reflective objects, the report to the National UFO Reporting Center said.
Report.
Dozens of highly reflective, high-altitude objects moving north at extremely high altitude, captured on video. iPhone. Not the best. No aircraft visible. Daylight clear skies. Original sighting as they dispersed was a mass clustering that began to drift. Starlink said not visible here for days. No sound, no signs of propulsion. The sighting happened at 7:40 p.m. and lasted about 10 minutes.
I mean, that's a pretty good sighting. I mean, that's enough where you can go outside and come back and be like, yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, there it is. Dude, I'm so excited. One day I'll see it. One day I'll see one like for real. Just a day
You
earlier.
did see one.
I did, but it was so fast that I questioned myself. Like I saw it, but
I understand though.
did
You want
I?
to see something where you don't question. You're like, that is real.
yeah.
Me too. Fair enough.
Yeah. Just a day earlier, on June 28th, an individual near Port Huron reported seeing a cylinder-shaped white craft hovering for about 5 seconds, then slowly went behind the clouds. The person said they were about a quarter mile away from the object. Quote, I looked out the kitchen window and noticed a big, long, white cylinder-shaped craft hovering high in the sky. The person told NUFORC. It started moving slowly and went behind a cloud. It appeared to be white, yet glowing very bright. I feel up close it would have been at least the size of a school bus.
I mean, there's got to be something that makes him think that. So, I mean, that's pretty big.
That's a good sighting. That's
Yeah.
credible
And,
to me.
Also, to be fair, we've talked about this before. Who's to say an alien spaceship isn't a probe that is completely unmanned, in which case it doesn't
Yes.
matter what size it is. But also, who's to say aliens are like our size? Maybe like in normal size for an alien is 6 inches tall. Like that is their tallest alien. So their mothership could be like the size of a, I don't know, like a aircraft aircraft carrier. That would be huge if you were only 6 inches tall. That could be like a huge, like your whole freaking society on that.
I agree.
I'm just saying.
I've always thought that as well. Yeah. So,
Tiny
well, I mean, come on, from Men in Black, the little alien, and that's what the little dude inside the big dude's head said. There was the little alien inside of the cyborg
All right.
in
Yeah.
the face.
I do remember Men in
Okay,
Black.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Be weird to have a show about aliens and paranormal and pop culture and be like, oh, I've never seen it.
Men in Black, never heard of it.
Never seen that one. You know, it's the same director of the 90s Addams Family films. Did you know that?
I do now.
Ho ho! You heard it here.
Da-na-na-na. Is Michigan a UFO hotspot?
Yes.
Historically, Michigan ranks 10th in the U.S. for reports of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP. UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object, a term for an aerial phenomenon whose cause or identity is unclear to the observer. The United States Air Force coined the term in 1952. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration uses the term unidentified anomalous phenomena to describe observations in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or as known natural phenomena. As previously mentioned, Michigan ranks 10th in the U.S. for UFO reports, with 3,794 sightings since an incident in 1936.
You said 10th?
Yeah.
Ah, I mean, what's 50 states? That ain't bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, we're
No,
doing all right.
I'll take that. That's just 24 behind North Carolina. California ranks first with 16,735.
Yeah, to be fair, California is huge, though. You
Yes.
know, that's something to be said about space.
And a lot of water, where we know that a lot of USOs come from.
True, but I would argue that we have the Great Lakes and Michigan Triangle, so I don't know if water is a good argument for Michigan. We are almost all coast.
Right. So, California ranks first with 16,735, almost twice as many as the second place state, Florida, which has 8,624 reported sightings, once again near water.
Yeah, but
In my-
but people in Florida are fucking crazy.
Everybody in Cali is just holding on. So far,
Fair enough.
in 2025, Michigan has had 36 sightings. From a train in the Upper Peninsula along Lake Superior to Cassopolis in southwest Michigan. Some of them are suspected to be drones.
A lot of UFOs are suspected to be drones now, you know? And that makes sense because drone technology is, I think it's fair to say, relatively new in the grand scheme of things. And different countries with spying. What is it? There was a Chinese spy balloon like a few years ago. I don't know. The point is, it happens.
It
could
happens.
be drones, but it also could be alien drones. Just because it's a drone don't mean it's a human drone.
Oi, that's right. I agree with that. Yeah, I was about to say it could be an alien drone. It's important to remember that not every sighting is reported to, I'm going to say New Fork, which is the acronym for the thing that I don't remember. A search of X for references to UFOs or UAPs in Michigan showed a few sightings in 2025 that are not in the New Fork database. Most did not provide an exact location in Michigan. Multiple UFO sightings in southern Michigan made headlines in 1966 and led to the infamous swamp gas explanation from the government, which we covered before.
We did. That's why we're going to briefly refresh, but we don't talk a lot about it.
On the night of March 20th, 1966, near Dexter in Washtenaw County, Frank Manor and his teenage son saw lights outside their farmhouse and watched what they believed was an object land nearby and then hover over a marshy area, according to the Bentley Historical Library at the University of Michigan. Other objects had been reported on March 14th and March 16th that year by others, including Washtenaw County Sheriff's deputies, according to an Ann Arbor News article archived by the Ann Arbor District Library. The next night, March 21st, 1966, Hillsdale College students reported seeing an unusual aerial object between 9 and 10 p.m., according to the Hillsdale Historical Society. The women in McIntyre residence at Hillsdale College saw flashing lights hovering over the college Slayton Arboretum and called Hillsdale County's Civil Defense Director, William Bud Van Horn. He told them to continue to observe the object and to call again if it didn't disappear.
Dude, William Bud Van Horn?
Dude, that's a great name.
That is a great name.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
Like, that's a character in a video game. Like, that's the lead character.
I you know what? I don't agree with his handling on seeing UFOs, but my God, what a name. You're right.
I'm Bud Van Horn. If it's still there, I guess give me a call again. But right now, I don't care.
Idiocracy. Now.
Right?
Baiting.
Go away, baiting. It didn't, so they called. And Van Horn summoned a Hillsdale police car and 2 Michigan State police units. Then went to the dorm himself. The women took Van Horn to the second floor window through which they'd seen the lights.
Holy shit!
Quote, there they were, rising to a point just below the airport beacon and then settling down to earth again. The Historical Society's article said, quote, word spread quickly, even without social media, and about 150 people observed the phenomenon. Saucer fever infected Hillsdale in the days that followed the newspaper report of the incident. Hundreds of people cruised the street of Hillsdale, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious lights, and police were kept busy chasing down leads phoned in by saucer watchers. End quote.
That feels like a Netflix show. You know, next on Saucer Watchers.
Ooh. Like, it sounds scatless.
It's not where I was going with it, but yeah, I'll allow
Saucer watchers. Sorry, I don't know why. That's where it went in my head.
Frisbee.
Like, yeah, the aliens are now like, see, this is why we didn't want you guys to see us. Y'all are creepy.
You're all a bunch of perverts.
You're a bunch of saucer watchers.
Whee! Slap, slap, slap. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Bye.
Other reports of UFOs came in from near Monroe, my hometown, right now. And not my hometown, but where I'm at right
Your
now. My current hometown.
resident town?
In Lima Township in Washtenaw County.
So if anyone wants to track Ryan down.
Uh-oh. Anyways, in Washtenaw County, that's where I'm at, Washtenaw County, and south into Sylvania, Ohio area. The reports brought J. Allen Hynek, an astrophysicist from Northwestern University and the director of the federal government's Project Blue Book, to Michigan to examine the claims. At a news conference on March 25th, 1966, he said the Manor and Hillsdale sightings were caused by gases from rotting vegetation in lowland areas that had been released during the spring thaw, aka swamp gas.
Or as we like to call them, ground farts.
That's right, ground farts. Hynek also said photos taken by a police officer were just trails made as a result of camera time exposure of the rising crescent moon and the planet Venus. It's like, did you guys buy that?
Everyone's
no?
like, okay.
Venus. I'm sorry, is this not where I said Venus?
Swamp gas and Venus.
Okay, well, my job's done here. Nothing to see here. I'm going to go take a break.
You're a Venus.
The public and Washtenaw County Sheriff Douglas Harvey weren't buying the explanation. How likely is Michigan to survive an alien invasion?
Okay, yeah. So wait, hold on.
This took a hard turn.
This is a different.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Dot, 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 dot. Left.
I don't know if I want to know this.
Well, I think we're like 17th. Continue.
So how likely? It used data such as population, UFO sightings per capita, number of caves, amount of...
Yeah, we hide in caves.
Eventually
I'm
caves.
saying aliens come. We gotta go some caves, man.
Back to the caves.
Yeah. All right, guys, back to the caves. Society ain't working.
Up.
We had a good run.
Yep. Well, break the glass. Back to the caves.
Back
alarm.
to the caves.
Everybody knows that's the back to the caves alarm.
Naturally.
So the number of caves, amount of
Which
land.
is important.
It's important. Amount of land covered by forests or water, the number of military and law enforcement personnel per 1,000 people,
I mean, that depends on how smart they are in the conflict, but continue.
the number of scientists, engineers, and healthcare professionals,
Okay.
and the number of food and beverage manufacturing companies. We got Fago.
And better made chips.
We're all good. We're
and
good.
Dearborn sausage.
That's right.
I'm just saying, it is pretty famous, actually.
Yep, and then we can all go to Miller's for a burger and a pint and wait until this all blows over.
But I do want to point out that was potato chips, that was like cultured meat, and that was soda. So we'll be fat and heart attack with it. You know, no one will live past 45, but
we will want for nothing.
we will want for... Oh, American health is sad. Oh. Do you have enough sugar? Let me grab a funnel.
You never know. Yeah, bring that back over here. I need a little bit of something right here. We ran out of coffee.
Everyone died.
Virginia was determined to be the state most likely to survive an alien invasion, followed by Alabama and Massachusetts.
Oh.
Michigan came in 17th.
I called it. I thought it was 17th.
Yeah, not as good.
Yeah.
Ranking between
I mean,
Illinois.
once again, that's out of 50, though. That ain't bad.
Yeah, I guess
It's
yeah,
better
you're right.
than
Yeah,
half.
That's
right.
right.
Yeah,
We're above average.
we're doing all right.
Ranking between Illinois and Ohio.
Okay, I think everyone could agree that Ohio is the dumbest state. I'm just saying. Okay, look, you got the Serpent Mound. Good for you.
I actually have to give props to Ohio.
Ohio, okay, to be fair, and this is not a joke, and Ryan's going to get all weird when I say this. My dad was murdered in Ohio.
He was.
And the guy was never caught. Well, no, he was caught.
He was caught.
He got away with it.
Just got away with it.
No one cared.
No one cared.
If you ever want to murder someone, apparently do it in Ohio with a car.
That's right. You heard it here.
All right.
Woo!
Now that we're all right, super awkward. I feel like the listener's like, I want to listen to a different podcast.
Oh no,
now."
are you kidding me? They're in now even more than ever.
Oh my God. I'm glad out there all you guys have edges to your seats because you're on them now.
God damn it. So,
Moving on.
Michigan had the most engineers per 1,000 people, which shouldn't be surprising with all the automotive companies being here. But there are
And U of M.
But there are no caves to hide in, Joe.
You know what? Our lack of caves has been something I've been trying to bring to the governor for years now.
He's not lying. It's so many letters. He's like Harry Potter over here.
Like, all we need to do is import big enough rocks to dig holes in people. It's not that complicated.
That's right. Shawshank Redemption, that bitch. Just write him a billion letters.
Caves are just rock houses.
That's right, Andy Dufresne. That's right.
Not sure why we're talking about Shawshank.
Because I chose to, Joe. Because I'm free.
Is Ryan actually free? Tell us by emailing us at Earthling. Never mind, continue.
Michigan also ranked high in food and beverage companies, like we aforementioned.
Yeah.
So good luck. Moving on. That's literally what it says. Interestingly, the earliest known UFO sighting in Michigan, according to the National UFO Reporting Center, was reported in 2006, but occurred on or about July 15th, 1936, in Alma. The person reported what seemed like a childhood nightmare at the time seems more like an alien encounter. The more I think about it, she said, the more it was not a dream. It was the most frightening thing in my life, the report said. The person reported they were 4 or 5 years old when 2 or 3 creatures came into their bedroom through a wall. The creatures took the child to their car, which was a shiny, polished metal like aluminum, and it was flat on top and curved on the bottom.
Okay.
Not like any car I know.
Yeah.
This happened about 4 more times. And as a preteen and teenager, the person reported being prone to nosebleeds. During one nosebleed, a bullet-shaped object about an inch long came out of their nose.
Well, that just sounds like an alien probe.
Ew.
Yeah, ew.
Dude.
But I mean, a lot of abductees talk about their whole lives that they've been abducted. It seems like kind of like we do with animals in the wildlife.
That's true. We tag them,
we
yeah.
get people, we tag them, and then eventually we come back and check them, and it just feels like that's what they're doing with us, honestly.
It's like, Hubert,
And-
you said you securely set the tracker on the human being, right? The Earthling?
Yeah, fell out of the
Yeah,
nose
no,
again.
yeah, fell out of the nose again, Hubert.
Either that or maybe they're just they're done with him, right? They're like, oh, we've learned all we could from Craig, so beep. Oh, blood, little metal thing. Oh, jeez.
But what about Hubert?
What do you mean, what about Hubert? He was the guy. Okay, fair enough. Continue. It's Hubert. Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry. Ryan had
God.
established a name in our narrative. I screwed up the first rule of improv, guys. You never say no.
No,
My bad.
I don't blame you. Craig is always stepping on Hubert's toes, bro.
But you know
It's
what?
bullshit.
Drop the ball.
That's right.
Moving on.
I say Craig did. I free you from blame. So here's another quote. I am now 72 years old and have never spoke of this to anyone, the person wrote. Am I nuts or imagining something?
It'd be easier to figure out if you were in 72. You should have told somebody when you were like 30.
So we ask our audience, what do you think? Have any of you listening out there seen a UFO? Well, just so you know, anyone can report an unusual light, object, or shape in the sky to the National UFO Reporting Center on its website or through its phone hotline, which is, bust out your pens, guys, 206-722-3000. That is where you can file a report directly. Fiend.
Yeah, so if you've actually seen a UFO, that seems like a good place to start. But after you call them, make sure to email us because we'd love to hear your story. We will even put you on the darn show.
Damn right.
Damn right.
We actually we really wanted you this whole time.
Yeah, the weirder the better. And some things in life are just weird. Ryan, do you know what that means?
I mean, I get it. I'm weird, but I don't get what you're getting at.
You don't get where I'm getting at? Well, I'm getting at our next segment, which is, of course, the weirdest segment of the show. A little thing we like to call...
Real World Weird.
A cat named Leonardo da Vinci doesn't want your affection. He wants to steal your underwear.
Your precious, precious undergarments.
This comes to us from apnews.com. Wellington, New Zealand. Most cat owners dread their pets coming home with mice or birds. But for the owners of one felonious feline in Auckland, New Zealand, there's a worse shame. Being the unwitting accomplice to an unstoppable one-cat crime wave. His prolific laundry pinching from clotheslines and bedrooms in the placid beachside neighborhood of Mariangi Bay, has turned 15-month-old Leo into a local celebrity and earned him a new moniker. He now goes by Leonardo da Vinci.
He nicked my knickers.
And he's got expensive taste.
Ooh.
His frequent hauls include silk boxer shorts, thick men's work socks, preferably with clothespin still attached, and in one mortifying episode for his humans, a brand new 300 New Zealand dollar worth is about $181. Cashmere sweater.
Oh, so he's expensive taste, as you said.
So he's grabbing sweaters now too.
Can we resell this? Like, can you just? He's a cat burglar. I know that was obvious, but it just dawned on me, guys. I'm sorry.
I just kept thinking underpants gnome. He's just a kitty underpants gnome.
We love underpants. We're the underpants gnomes. Step 1,
We won't
collect
stop.
underpants. Step 2,
2,
oh.
Step 3,
3,
profit. We won't stop till we get underpants. We're the underpants gnome.
Meow meow.
Amazing. So, here's a quote. My daughter was at home sick, and she rang me at work saying, "It's bad. It's bad. This is the worst thing he's brought in. It's really
shit.
bad,"
Is
said
it a
Leo's
body?
owner, Helen North.
It's
Be-
the neighbor.
Because it was beautiful. I was like, oh, can I keep that? But I couldn't. Instead, North turned to a neighborhood WhatsApp group to return Leo's stolen goods to their rightful owners. Her usual message, "Are these your undies?"
Be so awkward, dude. Like people coming up. Here's your thong. Sorry.
Like who's gonna, let's face it, right? Like, I don't know how many people are gonna be like, those are mine.
I swear to God, it was the cat.
Oh, you just uncovered the true story, Joe. They're just blaming the cat. There we go.
They're the real pussies, Ryan.
That's right.
Okay, that deserved a chuckle. Continue.
Yes. But the pilfered stash kept piling up. Socks in piles, underwear in loads, and even a 5-foot-long stuffed snake. Bizarre. On one record-setting day,
Is it though? Does it kind of go with the theme?
he's expanding his inventory.
He does like those men's socks.
Oh, you know what they say about big socks?
No. What? Right. What?
A big penis.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Okay, sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
So on one record-setting day, back to this kitty cat, Leo returned with 9 items, enough for a full outfit. If you don't mind a mix of everything from baby clothes to menswear.
Yeah, different style for each life. I get it.
You should take a look at my closet. He brought in a jersey this morning at 8:10, North said.
Kevin Smith's gonna be pissed.
Dude, right? The shops hadn't even been opened.
Was he stealing it from fucking stores?
He's fucking stealing from fucking stores.
I don't know why. I just thought he was like going into people's house and stealing clothes. He's just like, no, man, Walmart.
No, he's straight up just picking locks with his claws. And
Costco.
dude, right? Like, no place is safe, man.
Okay, so what store is selling a cashmere sweater and you just see his cat come up and just meow and just walk away?
I don't know. What do you do?
Dude, I mean, you go after the cat and you get the damn sweater, but it just seems like if it's all on camera, it's just something that you tell your boss, be like, look, man, a cat came in. You gotta just look at the video and then give me a copy.
I'm going to make a fortune on monetizing on TikTok with this bitch.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Chick-fil-A girl, only like better because cats are an extra point. If it was a baby in this video too, we would be viral gold.
There you go. Then you just need a corgi to kind of walk by and smile. All set-a-rooski. So, with dozens of items unclaimed, the embarrassed owner took her search for Leo's victims wider this month, posting photos of his hauls on local Facebook page, along with an apology and her address. That's a little... you probably shouldn't do that.
My cat stole your undies. Come get him back.
Okay, you know
I'm
what?
down on Baker Street.
I know that this is real world weird, but it's getting weirder the more you dive into it, and I realize, oh my God, Joe's right. Like, this is straight up just like, this is the equivalent of an upside down pineapple on your front porch. Like,
Oh no.
but it's, I took you undies.
It was just my rascally kitty.
It was little Mr. Jangles. He's a rascal. Come on in.
He prefers man socks.
We'll look through them all and make sure you get everything.
Oh, he brought home a stuffed snake.
It's like, let me slip into something more comfortable.
All right.
we
So
have
basically- hold
taken
on.
this to
I'm
a
just
whole
saying,
new level.
If you want a good wingman, find this cat, guys.
Evidently,
He's gonna hook
so.
you up.
I'm telling you. So
This is a weird episode.
those who showed up, people showed up to claim their belongings, included a woman who recognized her pink and purple underpants and a boy whose beloved and missing sports jersey was helpfully identifiable by his name printed on the back. So it was literally his jersey.
I mean, I could see going back. I could see getting your jersey back from a cat.
But
I mean,
the panties, you're gonna come back for your panties.
it just says undergarments, so it may have not been panties. Maybe it was like I don't know.
a bra, but that's still a little
Could be
questionable.
Spanx.
You know, like
I
some
want my
Spanx.
purple
Some
Spanx.
fucking Spanx.
Hey, this gut has been hanging out.
Why is that such a fun
I
word
need
to say?
find my Spanx.
I need my Spanx.
I don't know, man. We should bring back corsets and Spanx just for me though, because this gut is ridiculous.
Well, you know, we all need. We all
I'm
could use a
closer to
little bit of
40
help,
than I
you
am
know?
to 30, and it's a problem.
No, you know what, dude? I keep forgetting. I always think that you just turned 21, you youngin.
Thanks. You know our 20-year reunions like next weekend.
Hey,
Yeah. It's a picnic table at a random fair that no one had to pay for.
to be fair, the last time they tried to do a bar and it fell apart last second.
Movies lie to us,
Yeah,
man. They
dude.
think it, they're like, there's like, here's your Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Who threw that reunion together? Because the people we elected in 9th grade did not do a good job for the rest of their lives like they were supposed to.
I'm just saying though, like high school reunion, I feel like I was more friends with older and younger people, like in high school, like people in our grade.
That's
I really
true.
wasn't. I really
We had a
didn't-
lot of people in the 07 grade.
Yeah, well, like my band was all a grade under us,
True.
and that was my old black metal band, Forgotten Future. Hey,
Hi.
and then there was the older kids that we met in drama and all that fun shit. So it's
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
so kind of
We
in a
knew
weird way,
some-
fuck our class, fuck the class of Edsel Ford 2005.
It's fine.
I'm
It's fine.
kidding.
I just think it's funny because I'm gonna go there and just be like, "Hey guys," and everyone's like, "Oh wow, what are you doing?" And be like, "Hey man, 20-year reunion, crazy." I was way more impressive at the 15-year reunion that didn't happen. You guys should have talked to me then.
You dropped the ball. You know what I mean?
dropped the ball. Before COVID, let me tell you, things were going smooth.
Well, and at the time that you told me about this, I was like, well, F that. I don't want to go to the reunion because, I work for Stellantis and I've been indefinitely laid off since October, but I literally just started my new job today. They called me back.
Now you have to work. Sorry, that was
Ah.
actually supposed to be. Hold on.
I knew what you meant. I knew.
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
I
yeah.
knew that. I knew what he meant, folks.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
take it
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
I didn't take it bad. I knew. So back to this kitty who steals a bunch of things. The Iron North expected over Leo's cat burgling antics didn't eventuate. These are fun words. Although one of his targets, who is allergic to cats, now dries her laundry indoors. Probably smart.
Yeah. Okay, so this all makes a lot more sense because it kind of sounds like he's stealing laundry off clotheslines, which, okay, a cat doing that is way less impressive than like dun 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 dun.
Which we
dun,
know he did.
dun, dun, dun,
He
dun.
went inside of a store that was closed and fucking stole a sweater.
Cashmere.
That was like $181 American.
The most I ever spent on a sweater was like 60, and that was at a concert.
I was about to
And
say,
it
I
wasn't
think
a great sweater.
I think King Diamond was the last hoodie I bought live. It was and it was a single, and it was supposed to be an album, and it never became an album.
Grandma.
So now I have a fucking hoodie for a single. Anyways, thanks, King. So, quote, all of our neighbors think he's amazing, she said. Some of them are quite put out that he hasn't actually stolen anything of theirs. So people
Hey,
are
cat.
jealous.
Am I not sexy where you taking my underwear?
My underwear not good enough for you.
Huh?
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 Huh? You a briefs man? Is that the issue?
Still, North has tried everything to curb her cat's laundry obsession, from attempting to keep him indoors to leaving out clothes at home for him to steal. No luck.
You can't convince a cat not to take other people's clothes. He's got the thieving in his soul.
He
Just
only
makes
wants.
him feel big.
Well, he's a cat. He only wants stuff he couldn't have. That she said that he shouldn't have. adding that she was also unwilling to risk an online suggestion that Leo simply needed another playmate.
Well, that's not fair.
Well, what if he like taught that one how to steal? And
Exactly.
then there's another cat and they teach that one, and then there's another one, and before we know it, Joe, the whole world
It's full
is
of cat burglars.
it's doomed. There's just cats everywhere just taking everything. You come home from work and it's all gone. Everything.
But, as it turns out, that was the end. Humanity was naked from there on forth.
And then it just like the camera just zooms in on a cat just licking its paws and just being adorable and like purring and shit. It's like these horrible monsters have ruined society.
The purring death is what we call them now. After global warming, everything gets hot, and we don't have clothes on our back, and we just burn.
It's like the most adorable apocalypse ever thought.
That makes sense.
Copyright Earthling Entertainment.
Called Cutacalypse.
Yeah. Cutopocalypse.
And we'll put little cat ears on the sea.
Yes.
And we'll make it a single instead of a full album. Fuck you, King Tiger.
Oh, holy crap. I swear to you, I didn't even read this part. He might teach another cat to do this, Norris said. I called it. Leo's life of crime.
It's going to be like Oliver and Company.
That's right. Why should I worry? Sorry.
Oliver and Company was just Oliver Twist from Dickens, right?
Biggest Dickus?
No, like Charles Dickens.
Oh, yeah. Charles Dickus.
I'm asking a real question.
I think so, yes.
Okay.
I did the Cliff Notes. I didn't read it.
I had great expectations, Ryan. I will say.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. My attention span, my God. Leo's life of crime began when he was first allowed outdoors a year ago, but his family hopes it's just a juvenile phase. I hope he grows out of it because I don't want to do this for like 15 years, North said.
This is bad parenting.
This is a lot of admin.
It's a phase.
She said this is a lot of admin. What is this? For now, on the streets of Maringi Bay, Leonardo da Vinci remains at large.
Dun, 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 dun.
Watch your knickers.
I got nothing. All the jokes were done. My favorite was, he's it's fine. It's fine. Cat burglaring. Well, luckily we have a second one.
We do have a second one.
We do.
Statue celebrating legendary Japanese cryptid to be replaced after years of service. This comes to us from coasttocoastam.com. A Japanese town has announced plans to replace a statue celebrating a legendary cryptid known as Kappa that has delighted and frightened visitors for nearly a decade. Given the affectionate moniker Kajiro, the depiction of the legendary aquatic creature reportedly lives in a pond at a community of Fukasaki's Sukewayama Park. I did my best. Cleverly designed to emerge from the water every 15 minutes. The faux Kappa has dutifully performed the routine since 2016. However, as one might imagine, the 96 daily dips that account for the staggering 35,000 appearances per year have taken their toll on the fiberglass statue that now looks more than a little worse for wear. Specifically, the piece's paint is peeling, its hair is falling out, and its body is breaking down due to its aquatic habitat.
I mean, it makes sense. 9 years of just constantly like cuckoo clocking in and out of the water. That's going to wear and tear.
He's my boy.
You're my boy, Kappa.
He never stopped. He never stopped.
I wish we did more of this in the United States. We need more animatronic Bigfoots just randomly in the woods.
Thank you.
Okay.
Like every now and then someone needs to crap their pants when they're not paying attention. You know, you're walking through the woods, right? Wouldn't you?
That's just
Make it really realistic.
That's just good old-fashioned comedy right there.
That's what I'm saying.
It can't just be up to dispensaries in northern Michigan to create these Bigfoot statues, Ryan.
I mean, that's, like I said in our last episode, if you want to listen, I told a story about a Michigander who told me a story that he swears up and down to me made him a believer in Bigfoot because he encountered one. That's right. So
Now we
listen
do
to
it.
the last episode. I'm not going to tell you here. Lamenting that they can't bear to keep showing Gajiro in such a bad state, Fukusaki officials have launched a crowdfunding campaign to replace the statue with a new version by the end of this year.
Oh, that's cool. We don't have to wait long.
No. One imagines that it will not be too difficult to muster up the money for a new Kappa, as the sculpture serves as the centerpiece of the community's highly successful effort to position itself as the proverbial home of the legendary Japanese creatures known as yokai. Ooh, we talk about yokai a lot on this podcast. Fukusaki's claim to the unique title comes from being the birthplace of famed folklorist Kunio Yanagita, a figure roughly analogous with Charles Fort in American culture, who documented and popularized such mysterious beasts in the early 20th century. And that is the story of how the Kappa will be replaced and how loved it was.
Yeah. Not quite as weird as our first story, but it felt appropriate for the show. So
It's
here
pretty
we are.
weird. Yeah, and it's appropriate.
It's really weird.
It's
Yeah.
on par. That's our market.
Yeah. Well, you know what we need is, like I said, other places in America. You got to go to like the Southwest and have like weird little jackalopes popping out of the ground because of little, I don't know, animatronic pumping things. I just want more animatronic cryptids, Ryan.
Dude, when I remember watching Bob Saget on Funniest Home Videos when they would have the jackalope. Remember this?
I mean, not this in particular, but I remember Bob Saget on Funniest Home Videos.
Every now and then they would have the jackalope. And he would like do like a funny like little thing. To be fair, this is like a memory from like insanely young me. So I'm probably boosting this up really far.
I don't even know if it's real, but continue.
Neither do I.
Nothing is real.
Are you real? Am I real?
I mean, I don't know. We could be a simulation.
Are
because
our
it-
listeners real?
Oh, now that is a good question.
Are we experiencing ourselves as a universe, all as one, but not at all? Where am I? Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, and I'll tell you where we are. I am host Joe Wakefield. You are host Ryan Lang, and where we are is halfway through the show.
Which is Earthling Entertainment.
That's right. And guys, we're going to jump into the second half right after this word from our sponsor.
Ooh.
Calling all comic fans, it's time to feed your brain at Green Brain Comics, where the freshest new issues, graphic novels, and manga hit the shelves every week. Whether you're looking for the hottest new series or the latest small press sensation, we've got it all. Every genre for every age, Green Brain Comics is your one-stop shop for all things graphic storytelling. Got questions? Our friendly staff knows their stuff. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the world of comics, we've got recommendations that'll keep you coming back for more. And don't forget to check out our special events. Green Brain Comics is not just a store, it's a community. Located in East Downtown Dearborn, we are at Green Brain Comics on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Shop online at greenbraincomics.com, and remember to feed your brain at Green Brain Comics.
Earthling Entertainment special report.
One Coyote vs. Acme finally has a theatrical release date, and it's August 28, 2026.
2. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon has been renewed for season 4. It's its final season.
3. Jamie Lee Curtis will star in Murder, She Wrote reboot film.
4. Prepare yourself for a donkey movie. It's a spin-off of Shrek 5 and will come after Shrek 5.
This has been Earthling Entertainment Special Report. Ooh. Ooh.
Special.
Feel good.
Wearing a helmet and shit.
You need to.
Getting free on Thursdays.
And with that, you've entered the pop culture section of the show. And we're going to start with a little bit of music. Or should I say,
Music mumbles.
John Carpenter returns for Gunship's claymation music video sequel, Tech Noir 2. This comes to us from BloodyDisgusting.com.
yeah, Tech Noir. Did you watch that first video?
No.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was pretty good. I just like clay animation and like kind of like puppetry. I'm sorry, continue.
Noir just reminds me of the one dude that doesn't talk from The Boys.
No, it's like noir, like old timey black and white. Like she walked into my office, the dame, and
Oh,
I was gonna solve a crime.
that's
like
right.
L.A. noir. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like noir, like the genre of film.
I handed her a tissue.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, all right, yeah. All right.
Synthwave outfit Gunship is back with a claymation sequel 10 years after unleashing 80s inspired retro synth cult classic Tech Noir. Paying tribute to classic 80s and 90s genre blockbuster culture, the new single and claymation video is appropriately titled Tech Noir 2 and reunites fans with the band's vivid, retro, futuristic world, pushing their audio-visual storytelling into heartwarming territory.
Ooh, changing it up. Maybe not everything sucks. Look, something happy and a smile.
The video story follows a young girl whose obsession with arcade glory accidentally leads to her baby brother's abduction by the arch villain from the original Tech Noir video.
As one does, and also, who couldn't see that coming?
Labyrinth. To rescue him, I'm just kidding. To rescue him, she must venture into a video game world and channel the power of legendary gaming heroes. The original video was directed by acclaimed animator Lee Hardcastle from Adult Swim, the ABCs of Death, and featured horror master John Carpenter, who lent his voice. I know you want it.
To the Carpenter, man.
Yeah.
You don't pause for the button though.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were gonna. I thought it was gonna be faster. To the opening dialogue,
You're slow.
he lent a little bit. Both are back for Tech Noir 2, only this time Carpenter's narration turns from dystopia to hope. The final war is
Hopetopia.
That's right. The final war is over. Its architects forever entombed in melted glass and steel. Our city's now scorched black mausoleums served as a reminder there can be no real victory in war. With resolute defiance, we now choose to grasp at the delicate thread of life. To my son, the gift of survival is yours. May you never submit. There will be more. It had the dot, so I had to do it like that. Gunship is back with a great song and a dark and futuristic science fiction vision. I love it, Carpenter said of the new single. Charlie Simpson from Fight Star or Busted also lends his distinct voice to the track, joining Gunship's core trio, Dan Hay, Alex Westaway, and Alex Gingell, on the catchy sequel track. The song features a requisite saxophone solo by none other than Tim Capello.
Woo, Tim Capello!
The sax, or more like sex, icon from the Lost Boys and longtime sax man for Tina Turner.
Yeah, that really long-haired dude who had his shirt off and that really big chain around his neck, and there was all those vampires were around, and it was like, oh my God, 80s. Oh, look at that. Look at the sax dripping off that guy.
Joe just reminded me of that's giving me the vapors.
Oh, man. I remember the girl who in that film, the girl vampire, was named Star, and I don't know why I always had a crush on her, and I don't know who the actress is, but I was disappointed she wasn't in those crappy sequels, I will say. You know there was 2 sequels to Lost Boys?
I did know that, but I honestly...
Edward Furlong came back for them both.
Good,
Yeah.
I barely remember the first one, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, first one is classic, man. You got to rewatch it. And then there was, Lost Boys 2, The Thirst. And then there was Lost Boys 3.
They're still lost.
And we're bringing in werewolves for some reason.
We should have brought a map and a compass.
Found Boys. Number 4.
I couldn't help myself. Sorry. Capello stated, "Man, the boys have outdone themselves again. What an honor to not only be Gunship's go-to sax mascot, but to also share the screen with legends John Carpenter and Lee Hardcastle has me over the moon happy. What a groove. What a song. What a vid. I'm Gunship's biggest fan.
He's a sax man.
Of love.
It's the end of music mumbles. It's over now. I got nothing more to add. Cool. I'm glad they're doing this because I really like the unique like clay animation. I love the fact that they're going into the story. And if the sax man from this vampire movie, Lost Boys, is this excited, I just don't know why the rest of us wouldn't be, Ryan.
I believe he's on Cameo still too.
That is awesome.
I'm not kidding. I remember seeing him there.
I kind of want to get him from Cameo.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the next Earthling Entertainment promotion. Yes. Yes.
Hi, I'm this guy. Listen to Earthling Entertainment. But you know what? I think with that, we can jump into our final segment because there is something that I'm actually excited for. And I know me and you, Ryan, it's not that we don't see eye to eye. It's just you never really fell into this fandom.
Right.
Yeah, and that's Avatar: The Last Airbender. So it's like 20 years old now, that original series.
Yeah.
And I love the myth. I love the lore. I'm not gonna lie. I've collected comics and I have all the novels. There's like literally 5 or 6 novels. They're still making them, and it's just a whole lot of fun. And I'm not alone. You know, at San Diego Comic-Con, they actually had a huge turnout in Hall H, and they talked about the next animated series, and that's what we're going to talk about right now on the final segment of the show. Earthling Entertainment headlines.
Avatar: Seven Havens drops first look at new Earthbender Avatar.
Yay!
This comes to us from Variety.com. Nickelodeon has released the first look at the upcoming animated series Avatar: Seven Havens, the sequel series to the popular shows Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. The artwork was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, where Avatar celebrated its 20th anniversary. Seven Havens follows 2 earthbending twins when one discovers she's the Avatar, the latest person who can wield all 4 elements: air, water, earth, and fire. The new series is set in a world shattered by a devastating cataclysm. A young earthbender discovers she's the new Avatar after Korra. But in this dangerous era, that title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. Hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens before civilization's last strongholds collapse. The first look image shows the young Avatar and her half-cat, half-lemur-looking pet tagging along behind her. Another friend walks beside her on a rocky desert land with a city in the far distance and mysterious lights brightening the sky.
Ooh, yeah. So the image is pretty much what you think. The animation's going to stay in line with the other ones. Your main character is going to have an animal companion.
Adorable.
And a group of friends that help them save the world. There's a couple things I really like about this. So Avatar, the first one, you can kind of feel like it takes place roughly 18th century, right? And then Korra is kind of like 1920s because they start inventing cars and they start industrializing. So the only way they could have went if they wanted to move forward would do kind of like a modern time, Avatar. And I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see like modern cities and them having this world and these characters walking around in their version of like New York or Tokyo. I didn't want to see it. So my idea always was to skip that and go far into the future where it was apocalyptic. And when I found out that's what they were doing, I was thrilled. I mean, I really was.
It really is a good idea. Like I could see where this is really sweet.
It is, man. And the weird thing is they're talking about how Avatar is always known as the savior of humanity. It brings balance to the world. So the fact that this is the Avatar after Korra, and it was reincarnated into someone else, and everyone's like, screw the Avatar, leads you to believe that something Korra does or did in her show, or maybe later in life, basically is what dooms the world or what causes the world. And you have to imagine with a title like Seven Havens, most of the world is kind of apocalyptic, and there are only 7 major cities, right? I mean, that's what I'm getting out of it. There's a lot of speculation here.
Right. And it almost looks like they've like discovered almost like an Atlantis. Like, obviously not underwater, but you know what I mean? Like, it looks mythical. Like, they've found this crazy kingdom.
Definitely in the same tone as the rest of the show. So this is definitely something I'm looking forward to. It is a great first look. My only complaint is I don't think they're taking fair turns when it comes to Avatar, because we had Aang, which was a male, and then we have Korra, which is a female. I just feel like we should have had a male series, because the last 4 novels, which were Kyoshi and Young Chen, were also females. And sure, we're getting Roku. I don't know. I wanted to mix it up a bit. But hey, beyond that, that is a very mild complaint, because Korra I actually liked more than Aang. So it's not a gender thing. I just wanted them to switch it up. And yeah, so the next show I'm definitely looking forward to. And Ryan, I know this isn't your jam, but if you ever want to get into this fandom, I'll tell you where to start. I got comics, I got novels, I got all this lore up the wazoo.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I feel like I've said it before on this podcast. I think my anime really began and stopped with Dragon Ball Z.
It's not anime though.
No,
No, it's an American cartoon. It's anime inspired as far as the
Definitely.
art direction. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they totally stole the anime aesthetic, but it is an American cartoon.
and that is true. That is true. So yeah, forgive me there, but yeah, I don't know, just so many aspects. Like the giant, half cat, half lemur animal is adorable, and it's just right on par. You know what I mean? Like with any anime, there's always got to be some crazy cat-like creature that's adorable.
You know, I still say you should give this one a shot. Just kind of like our next headline is about a video game, which I'm going to give a shot. Tell me, are you guys going to check out this headline number 2?
Hellraiser Revival. Video game brings Doug Bradley back as Pinhead.
Finally.
This comes to us from JoeBlow.com.
It's a real website, right?
Couldn't get through that without laughing. Doug Bradley became a horror icon through his performance as the Cenobite known as Pinhead in the 1987 Clive Barker classic Hellraiser.
The best Cenobite, I might say.
A role. Forgive me. I always like Chatterbox. I don't know why. I thought he was kind of creepy.
Wasn't there a dude with like CDs in his face in the third one? I liked him.
I don't remember that. a role he would reprise in 7 sequels before stepping away from the franchise. 20 years have gone by since Bradley last played Pinhead in a Hellraiser movie. But now, Saber Interactive and Boss Team Games have brought him back to the role for the video game Hellraiser Revival, which will be coming to PC via Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Ooh, I hope it's on gameplay.
Yeah, Nintendo fans, you're screwed.
Take that. Brick your device.
It's a me, a Hellraiser. Not really their cup of tea.
Hellraiser Revival. He's described as being a story-driven, single-player survival horror action game set in the Hellraiser universe. Pa, you need to buy my new game. I'm joking. Clive Barker helped craft the story for the video game and provided the following statement. Come on, I did that pretty good.
You did it great. You did. I was proud of you, Ryan.
Thank you. Here's the quote from Clive Barker. Working on the first true Hellraiser game has been a venture deep into the recesses of my darkest imaginings. Ooh. The dedication that Saber and Boss Team Games have shown is nothing short of remarkable. They've immersed themselves in the Hellraiser universe, capturing its essence, the seductive pull of suffering, the beauty within the grotesque, and forged a narrative that invites players to step beyond the threshold. I'm eager for both the curious and the damned to experience this new chapter in the Hellraiser mythos, where every moment balances on the brink of nightmare and revelation.
Well, you know what? Clive Barker is a writer, so
He's a dark man.
yeah.
That's why I was like, I can't just read this normal.
That was adorables.
We will tear your balls apart. Like, oh my God. We don't want to read that fan fiction. Let's just say, come on now. So, in the game, players
Bigfoot
will
erotica.
right, dude, right? It's happened. We know this on this podcast. If there's Bigfoot porn, there's totally Hellraiser porn.
Oh God, easily.
Oh my God.
S&M people are all over that shit.
Oh, dude, right? Come on, that's it for them. The people who like hook themselves up and suspend. So, anyways, players.
I ain't trying to kink shame, man. You guys.
Oh no, I'm not either.
Let your freak flag fly.
No, dude, I'm a fan. I just I can't do it myself.
Yeah.
So players will fight hell's wretches, deviants, cultists, and priests as they discover the tale of Aiden, who must unlock the dark powers of the Genesis configuration, a mysterious puzzle box to help his girlfriend from a hellish abyss. As Aiden, you'll harness the box's infernal abilities to survive your pact with the sinister Pinhead and battle against the twisted cult that worships him and the Cenobites. Fail, and your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
I'll actually play this game. I like horror survival games, and
You do.
And yeah, and the asymmetrical things like Dead by Daylight or the Friday the 13th or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where they're just kind of rounds where there's survivors that try to escape and the killers that try to kill them. That's good, but we've had enough of those games. They even had a Killer Clowns from Outer Space one like that.
Hell yeah.
So I like the idea of this being a first-person narrative. I like the idea of it being like more of a Silent Hill or a Resident Evil. So I'm definitely going to play it. Do you think you will? Are you?
I would be down for that. But you just kind of like made me think of something.
What's that?
I love Smile and Smile 2.
Oh, the good films?
They could make such a good, like, old school Indigo Prophecy style, like, psychological press the button kind of horror game with that, where it's like
Sure,
you
yeah.
have to, like, survive the insanity of it all.
I mean, I think that's a very different topic, but I am on board. I would totally play a Smile game. That is fantastic.
I don't know, it just got me thinking about, like, my favorite horror, and right now, honestly, it's Smile. I don't know. That's honestly probably right up there with 1408.
I'll tell you what, the way that Smile 2 ended, which, spoiler for Smile 2, if you guys haven't seen it, it ends where the demon basically seems to infect an entire stadium of people, essentially.
Yes.
So if it ends like that, I want the third movie to be post-apocalyptic, kind of like the Avatar show. I want like people like the world society collapsing because
Yes.
everybody's like
Nuts.
in getting each other infected.
Oh my God, that ending was so good. And there's
Good
her
movie.
mom cheering her on.
So, guys,
Dude.
how do you feel about a Hellraiser video game or the Smile films? Make sure to tell us. But you know what? I also want to hear about how you feel about Star Trek. Here's headline number 3.
We will boldly go, Joe, where no podcast has gone before.
Dope.
Star Trek Strange New Worlds announces Jim Henson studio puppet episode for season 4.
Finally.
This comes to us from Nerdist.com. Star Trek Strange New Worlds just began dropping episodes from its 3rd season last week. But at the Star Trek Universe panel at Comic-Con, they announced that season 4 has already wrapped shooting. And fans got one tiny and fuzzy hint for the next one plot line next year. Paramount Plus revealed that in season 4, one episode will feature the Enterprise crew as puppets. And not just any old puppets, but puppets created by iconic Jim Henson's Creature Shop. The episode is directed by Jordan Canning, who directed Henson's Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, I'm of two minds of this. So one is every sci-fi show or comedy usually does an episode where everyone's a puppet.
Really?
They do. It just happens eventually. It's one of those tropes. It's kind of, they also have the musical episode where everyone's stuck in a situation where they're singing, and then they have a time loop episode like a Groundhog's Day where eventually everyone is stuck in a day and they have to figure out. It's just sci-fi tropes.
Yeah.
They exist in everyone's. But
So
Jim,
this is
if
like
you're gonna-
sorry to interrupt. Is this like a multiverse thing?
I mean, it's probably just going to be something weird. It'll be like a character like Q, which, if you don't know, is a godlike character.
I do know Q.
Okay, fair enough.
I saw the original Star Trek series. That's the only Star Trek I've ever watched was the original.
Well, all I'm saying is if Q shows up and does it, then it can be whatever he wants because he manipulates reality.
Literally, yes.
Yeah, so like them being a puppet episode, it could be a simulation, it could be a holodeck, it could be someone's dream, it could be an alien's interpretation of humans because for whatever reason, humans can, the alien can only see unalive material and not like, functional DNA. I don't know.
That is plausible, but I honestly think you hit the nail on the head. They're going to have like a puppet Q come in.
Yeah. I'm here
Right.
to fuck with you. Pike.
That's literally all he did. He was just like, by the way, I'm fucking with you. I'm just going to test to see if you guys deserve to live or not real quick.
It's Q. Da 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 da. Hey, if you like Q, check out Picard season 2. Q is a big part of that season.
Like I said, I haven't watched none of that. None of the Picard, none of the Next Generation, nothing.
Well, the next series to come out is Starfleet Academy, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be terrible, but I want it to be good. I'm rooting for Star Trek.
Joe wants it to be good.
I do want it to
The next series, Star Trek.
It's true. And what else I want to be good is the next Friday the 13th. That's right. Headline number 4.
New Friday the 13th film and video game in early development. This comes to us from bloodydisgusting.com. The Sweet Revenge teaser wasn't the only Friday the 13th reveal at San Diego Comic-Con. Horror Incorporated Vice President Robbie Barsamian came on stage to make this announcement. Here's what he said. I can tell you that a new sequel movie and a new sequel game are at the top of our list. It's where most of our energy's going right now. And I can tell you finally we're in a position to deliver on that. While we're not officially announcing with our partners today, both are coming. They're both in the works and they're both coming. From Robbie Barsamian. The audience erupted at the news. It's been 16 long years and counting since Jason Voorhees graced the big screen.
I mean, that is enough time to learn how to drive, people.
Right? While we are all waiting for a new film, the prequel series Crystal Lake is currently in production from A24 and Peacock, which we've previously mentioned on earlier episodes.
Looking forward to it.
Showrunner Brad Caleb Kane wasn't able to attend in person due to filming, but he sent an exclusive video message featuring some behind-the-scenes footage from the show. That footage was exclusive to SDCC.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Thank you. But expect more on Crystal Lake in the coming weeks.
Ooh. So, yeah, it's kind of like a story, non-story. The story is they're actually making a new Friday the 13th movie, which is amazing. They've been announcing new movies for the 16 years, but because the franchise was held up with rights, and I don't know, maybe they're trying to be like Lucasfilm where they just want to announce movies they never make, but luckily, I think we're past that. So I'm excited for a new Friday the 13th. The Friday the 13th game, very disappointed when Gun Interactive lost the licensing rights because that was a great game. I kind of hope they do that again. I don't know. We'll see.
I remember playing the old one on Nintendo.
Wow.
There was straight up a fright. It was terrible. But I did play it. But
it was amazing. Purple Jason with his bright green blue mask. Fantastic.
Like right to par. You know what I mean? Like exactly. Like it was, looking at 2. I couldn't tell. Like almost kind of like looking at a character from a show that you really liked, and then they're like, we're going to make a show about them.
Oh, you mean the Cleveland show? That's right, guys. The Cleveland show is coming. No, I'm sorry. That's not the case, right?
My name is Cleveland Brown.
Well, then what are you talking about, bud?
Rick and Morty character President Curtis gets his own.
Headline number 5.
This comes to us from IGN.com. Adult Swim used its San Diego Comic-Con 2025 panel to announce a new Rick and Morty spinoff called President Curtis, starring Keith David.
I love Keith David
Me too.
so much. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that Rick and Morty hasn't had a spinoff before this. They're on season 8.
They've been through it, though. They've been through it.
There's lots happened.
Lots happened.
But I'll watch this character. Please continue.
He was a great character. The new Adult Swim animated comedy is co-created by Rick and Morty executive producers Dan Harmon and James Siciliano. Forgive me for being slow on that. And we'll see David reprise his longtime role as President Andre Curtis. At SDCC 2025,
San Diego Comic-Con.
Harmon said, "It's more X-Files than Doctor Who. It's the level of sci-fi that would only be boring to Rick."
I kind of like that.
I do.
Yeah. I love the comparison of X-Files rather than Doctor Who. Doctor Who goes very sci-fi, goes different universe, different planets. It's Rick and Morty. It's like we're going to do anything and travel through time. But claiming it's more like X-Files, okay. So it's each episode's going to be more like that individual case, us seeing a werewolf or a vampire or a weird fungus that passes you out and slowly dissolves you in the ground. Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down. Here's a quote. President Curtis has always been a blast to play, said Keith David. Getting to explore his world more deeply in this new series is a dream. I can't wait for fans to see what kind of chaos he stirs up when Rick isn't around to steal the spotlight. End quote.
Which is what he does. That Rick Sanchez.
Every movie makes his dick move. I can't do a good Morty. President Curtis follows the commander-in-chief and his eccentric staff as they tackle the kind of crisis that Rick Sanchez could never be bothered with. From interdimensional diplomacy to paranormal investigations and unexplained phenomena. This is a series we would have greenlit even if it didn't have anything to do with Rick and Morty, insisted Michael Oweline, president of Adult Swim. President Andre Curtis is just that good a character. The rest of the world of the team has fleshed out. It's super fun and totally stands out on its own. We can't wait for you to see it, he says. President Curtis has always been one of our favorite characters to write. He's the only person in the multiverse who can go toe-to-toe with Rick and still hold office, commented Harmon and Siciliano. Quote, now we finally get to go on sci-fi missions from Curtis's point of view. And with Keith David leading the charge, it's going to be a wild ride, end quote.
Yeah, I'm down. Like we just talked about, any kind of sci-fi show. And if we're doing the Rick and Morty humor, I mean, that's kind of my humor. Hey, I'll see it. We had a lot of fun news this week because of San Diego Comic-Con.
I agree. This was a really good week for entertainment news. I love it.
Definitely, man. Anytime there's a big convention, you can count on that. But guys, tell us what you think. I don't want to repeat it again, but you could email us. You could hit us up on Facebook, or you could hit us up on Instagram or TikTok.
That's right. And you know what? I got a mission for you guys. I mean, I don't want to bug you too much, but should you choose to accept it,
I think you should accept it.
Share this podcast with your coworker, with your loved one, with your grandma, with your dog. Cats love us, so your cat's already subscribed. So don't worry about your cat.
Yeah. I mean, he's out stealing underwear, but don't worry about that.
We're a little sketchy to guinea pigs, but give it a shot. But other than that, please share and please download. It means a lot to us. Thank you guys so much to everybody who does every week. Honestly, we love doing this, and we love that people love it.
That's right. Next week is our first week that we are moving to Thursdays.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we've been recording and releasing and Wednesdays for better part of 2 years now. So moving to Thursdays. This is the announcement. It is an official move. So next week when you're like, the episode is late. No, we told you.
A wizard never arrives late. He always arrives precisely when he intends to.
And now he's attending to on Thursday.
That's right.
So, guys, from everyone here at Earthling Entertainment, see ya next week.
See ya
on Thursday.
Thursday.